What's up, guys? This is Bobby Douglas, and we are back again today with another 2020 NBA Draft Prospect full game video breakdown. And today we're going to be looking at Florida State forward Patrick Williams. Williams was an interesting recruit coming out of high school. If you look at his recruiting, his 247 recruiting page, they still list him as a 6'6" shooting guard. He is not that anymore. He's a big, thick 6'8" combo forward. Again, he really burst onto the scene at Florida State despite only playing 22 and a half minutes a game and not starting a single game this season. Still provided valuable minutes off the bench and was on a pretty good Florida State team this year. Again, I really like his overall versatility, especially defensively. I think he has an improving outside shot, and with his vertical athleticism, I do think he can be a very productive NBA player and a steal given where he's projected to go in the draft, which is around the late teens to late 20s, I would say, somewhere in that. Definitely a first-round pick, but yeah, he's a pretty interesting prospect, and let's just get into it right now. So actually, he doesn't start until 4:54. So I'll just start it right there. But yeah, so again, he didn't start a single game for Florida State this year, which is interesting. And think about it, a lot of times Florida State will have that. Remember, Mfiondu Kabengele didn't start, and he ended up being a late first, I believe. But again, okay, so Williams is going to be number 4 in white. And he only plays for a few minutes in the first half. And then he plays a little bit more in the second half. He finishes with 14 points, so he has a pretty solid game. So again, right now he's on number 5 for Miami. Again, I think he's one of those guys who you're going to look up at this class in 10 years and you'll be like, oh, Patrick Williams was in this class. Oh, he's a solid NBA player. You know, he's going to be a guy who's going to have a double-digit year NBA career, in my opinion. You know, and right there we see the shot, air ball right there. He only shot 32% from 3 this year, but I do think his shot will improve as he gets more seasoning with that. Let's see what he does here. So that's a really good play. Gets out and runs, you know, fills the lane well, and eventually finishes with the right-handed dunk. Again, he's a pretty bouncy athlete, and he's thick. You see him right now, he's guarding the point guard. Again, he is another guy who can probably guard 1 through 4, I would say, in the NBA. He doesn't have the quickest feet, and he doesn't have the quickest hips, but he is able to stay in front of guys, and again, he's really athletic. You know, it can move, and we'll see the dunk again right here. Yeah, he could just go up and finish. He had 14 points and 5 rebounds in this game, and he only played 20 minutes, too. So Williams will be on the ball here, guarding the inbounds pass. Got to travel there. Filling right here. Let's see what he does. He has decent handle, I would say, for someone his size. You know, he didn't really get the opportunity a whole lot to be, you know, handling the ball at Florida State. Usually those wings at Florida State don't really handle the ball a whole lot. I mean, we talked about the same thing with Devin Vassell a few weeks ago. And so Williams kind of falls into that category in terms of a wing who I think is pretty capable of handling the ball in space, but he doesn't really get a whole lot of opportunities to do so in Florida State's system. That being said, he is young. He makes a lot of bad decisions probably with the ball. So there's always room to grow. So again, here we go. So Florida State can pretty much switch everything. And so you see Williams is just on the top of the key, just picking up whoever has the ball up there. And again, right now he did it. So right there, good job contesting the shot. Again, not the quickest feet, but he's really good at using his length to just provide a. That's a really good pass from Williams as well. But he's good at using his length and just kind of keeping his hand in front, and just kind of marking and monitoring the defender. He doesn't really get caught off guard a whole lot. And again, he doesn't really have the quickest feet, but I do think he does a pretty good job of staying in front of people and then using that length to alter shots at the rim. So again, Florida State's pretty much switching everything on the perimeter, and they obviously are comfortable with Williams doing that. So again, he's going to shoot that three right there. That time he gets the roll. Again, his shot, it's more of a set shot. It comes up here, and then he has to set himself up and then kind of push it forward. Again, he's a capable outside shooter. That's not his strength right now. But I think he could definitely work on that. He shot around 46% overall from the field, and then he had an 84% free throw percentage, which is good. So, again, there's reason to believe that he could be a good shooter. There we go. So Florida State obviously has two wings, probably going to go into first round in Williams and Vassell. And you look at Florida State and the way they've played with the way Leonard Hamilton's built that program, I really do think that's the future of college basketball, what you're seeing, in terms of just getting a bunch of 6'6" long wings who can all defend and switch. We see a lot of that in the NBA now. It's all about 3-and-D wings. Florida State's really taken that to heart, and that's their entire program right now. And so, honestly, I really do think that they're a Final Four team next year, just because I think they're really changing the way college basketball is going to be played. So Williams right here. Good job getting that block and rotating over. And in sportsmanship, we got him helping up his opponent. We love to see that. But again, good defensive awareness there. Moved his feet well and got to his spot. Ultimately met him at the rim, where he got the block. I'm pretty aware. Good job stunting and then kind of recovering. He looked like he might have been beat if it was a clean catch. But again, good job just kind of showing help and then recovering back to his man, even though it was a little bit slow. Let's get him right there. He's in help. And then he got that steal right there. Really good job reading Chris Likes. And then, looks like he got caught. Looks like he drew a foul there as well. See where this is at. But yeah, that was a good steal again. Good awareness. I think he's going to be a very good defender in the NBA. I don't think that's really a question or a concern. And probably where he pans out the strongest. And again, just in terms of like his overall upside, it's very high. That's why a lot of people have him in the first round, and a lot of people are labeling him as the steal of the first round. And again, that's without starting a game at Florida State. That's with playing less than 23 minutes a game. It's pretty impressive. So here you go. Let's see what he does here. Really good job crossing over and using that ball screen to his advantage. Even though I didn't actually take the ball screen, he still managed to manipulate to his defender. Nice little dribble fake, and then he kicked it out for an open three, which was ultimately made. And again, I do think he does have that, that passing vision that you do like to see. It doesn't really use it very often, but he does show flashes. It's not really consistently there yet. But again, flashes are shown of that handle and that distributing ability. He knocks down that three right there. And then this is where I'm going to end the first half video because this is all he plays in the first half. Again, he doesn't play a whole lot. So second half he plays a lot more. But, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will catch you for the second half where he plays a lot more, does a lot more good things. And yeah, we'll see you then.